When Slade Wilson was denied re-enlistment in the Army, he secretly joined a mercenary and did not inform his wife. In fact, he tried to keep it hidden from her as much as he could, but a rival merc dubbed the Jackal messed it all up for him. He tracked down the Wilsons and snatched Slade's son, Jericho. Before Slade could intervene, one of the criminals sliced Joseph's neck, damaging his vocal cords and rendering him mute. Adeline became furious after seeing Slade's endangerment of her son and attempted to murder him by shooting him, but only managed to damage his right eye. And that's how he lost his eye and wears an eye patch. Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin, appeared for the first time in A Detective Comics, number 58, in December 1941. With the release of Tim Burton's rendition of the character in the 1992 film Batman Returns, the Penguin's usual appearance as a small, obese human in formal attire has alternated. The Penguin's hands in the film are flippers, a physical deformity caused by syndactyly, which, when paired with a beak-like nose and other characteristics, gave him the appearance of a mix between a real penguin and a man. Also, Oswald Cobblepot is called the Penguin for a variety of reasons, but his appearance and behavior have garnered him the title more than any other. Despite this, he has a long relationship with birds dating back to his childhood. As he grew older, his interest grew stronger, and when it came time for him to go to college, he chose to major in ornithology. For a time, everything seemed to be going well, but he eventually decided to abandon his studies. He did this because he came to the inescapable conclusion that he understood more about birds than any of his professors, so he went out on his own. Most people who aren't familiar with Harley Quinn's origins believe she came from the pages of DC Comics, but that isn't the case. She didn't appear in any of the comic books. Instead, she made her debut in 1992 on Batman, the animated series episode Joker's Favor. She became a series regular, appearing in almost every episode in which the Joker was featured. Quinn made her comic book debut in the Batman Adventures number 12, just a year later, after her rapid popularity. She became a part of the DC universe with her introduction to comics. Her name Harleen Frances Quinzel is her given name, and her villainous moniker is obviously a play on the name, Harley Quinn. Unlike other criminals, he commits his crimes as a form of research to better understand the effects of terror on humans, which would later grow into a method to satisfy his psychopathic desires, using Gotham City residents as consenting guinea pigs. Dr. Jonathan Crane, which is his actual name, was raised by his grandmother, who was abusive and particularly nasty. Towards the end of his high school education, he was humiliated by Shari Squires, the most beautiful cheerleader in his school. He got over his fear of asking her out, and she agreed to go to a dance with Beau Griggs. Unfortunately, it was all a trick, and Shari went to the dance with her boyfriend, Beau, dressed up as the Headless Horseman from Sleepy Hollow. This was in line with Crane's nickname, Ichabod, which was given to him to tease him for his look and last name. Enraged, he managed to cause a car accident, while dressed as a scarecrow, resulting in Beau losing his legs and the loss of Shari's life. Soon after, he murdered his grandmother because he has had enough of her abuse, and his criminal career was well on its way. Where did the Joker obtain his distinctive smile? While it is arguable, we do know that the iconic Joker smile was most likely inspired by Conrad Veidt's portrayal in the 1928 silent picture, The Man Who Laughs. It's creepy, especially when compared to his previous appearance. The next thing people may not have known is that the Joker wasn't supposed to live through his first appearance. Instead of killing the newly introduced adversary, the Joker was intended to accidentally kill himself by driving a knife into his own chest instead of Batman's. The event is depicted in the comic, but instead of dying, the Joker lived. This choice was made after the art had already been finished, allowing space for the last text alteration in which a doctor declares the Joker to be still alive. That gave the impression that his survival had been squeezed into the story at the last minute, which is exactly what happened when Ellsworth saved him.